Hey, shalom, shalom. Before I begin this lesson, I want to give all praises, all glory and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakodash. I also want to give double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone that do rule and teach well. And as always, peace, love, and many blessings unto the elect. All right, this is your brother Atazawam coming back through the spirit of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai with another lesson. Lord willing, I do hope and pray that is edifying. Okay, I'm going to jump right into it. I got this article queued up here that the elder of Ratazah shared in the group, and the title itself speaks volumes and is in line with biblical prophecy. Okay, because when you read the scriptures, America in the scriptures is identified as Babylon the Great, and the punishment that the Bible foretells us pertaining to Babylon the Great will be total destruction within 1 hour. So everything is lining up perfectly, okay, in the spirit. Now this quote right here that you see, the headline where it says Russia can destroy the U.S. in 1 hour, Putin ally brags. So this is basically just a propagandist, like the article says, a Russian propagandist that pretty much says Russia has the nuclear capability and weaponry to destroy America within 1 hour. Okay, so that's how you know that the spirit of the Lord is working in the minds and the hearts of these other nations, okay, to bring about his will. All right, and that indeed is going to happen. Okay, it's not a matter of if, but a matter of when. Okay, now right now, all these other nations around the world are on pretty much a war alert. Okay, because of what's going on in the Middle East. You got these different proxy wars and missile trades, drone attacks here and drone attacks there. They're responding quicker than ever. A lot of nations are gathering in the Valley of Yahweh Shaphat to fight this World War III. So it's not a matter of if it's going to happen, but more so a matter of when. Okay, and that's left up to the Most High, the when. Now, I'm going to read it into the article a little bit, and then I'm going to jump into the scriptures to prove that this statement that this Russian propagandist made is actually biblically sound. Okay. Matter of fact, let me get a scripture real quick just to start it off. All right, it's the book of Acts, chapter 2. And I'm going to read verse 17. And it shall come to pass in the last days, which we're living in the last days, saith the Most High, I will pour out my spirit upon all flesh. Okay, so the Lord is pouring out his spirit upon everybody. Okay, in particular portions. Okay, because the Lord's spirit is the spirit of prophecy. Okay, so everybody is going to operate and move in a way where it's going to bring forth the prophecies of the Most High. Okay, whether it's for your salvation or whether it's for your condemnation, it's left up to the portion in which the Lord pours out upon your spirit. Okay, it says, I will pour out my spirit upon all flesh, and your sons and your daughters shall prophesy, and your young men shall see visions, and your old men shall dream dreams. Okay, so the Lord is pouring out his spirit on everybody, man. Everybody, people having dreams and, epiphanies and, all kind of insider information is coming out that's lining up with the scriptures. Okay, because the Lord is pouring out his spirit. Now, just because the Lord pours out his spirit upon somebody doesn't necessarily mean that they're of the elect. He's just using them as a vessel to bring about his will. Okay. Now, going back to the article, it says Russia will be able to destroy the U.S. in 1 hour. A prominent Kremlin propagandist has said in the latest bellicose threat from the country's state-controlled media as the war in Ukraine rages on. Quote, we are the only country in the world that can destroy the United States in 1 hour. Okay. Margarita Simonyan, the editor of the Russian state-backed broadcaster RT, said in a clip of a Russian state television broadcast posted by X account. Okay, it says it is not clear when the clip was aired. Newsweek has reached out to the Russian Foreign Ministry for comment via email. Okay, so there you have it. Okay, an RT editor, pretty much, says that Russia's the only country in the world that can destroy the United States in 1 hour, and that's very true. Okay, that's very true. Okay, Russia has great nuclear capability. Okay, that's actually going to be used on America. Now, here's a quick scripture to land back off of that statement that editor made, which shows you that it's biblically sound. This is Revelation 18:9. And the kings of the earth who have committed fornication and lived deliciously with her shall bewail her and lament for her. All right. So these are all the people that are in legion with America, that are, pretty much dependent upon the U.S. dollar and the stability of the economy. They do a lot of foreign trade, buy, selling, and trading with America. Their country ability to function, it stands upon the success of America. So that's what this scripture is talking about. All those people who pretty much lay with America and live deliciously with her, and they do business and they have a booming economy because of America, then guess what? When it's hit, the kings of those countries, they're going to bewail her. They're going to lament. All right. It says, when they shall see the smoke of her burning, standing afar off for the fear of her torment, saying, alas, alas, the great city Babylon, the mighty city. Now, here's the point. For in 1 hour is thy judgment come. You see that? So that statement is actually biblically sound. And this is making reference to Babylon the Great. When you read Revelation, the 18th chapter, starting at the top, it references her as Mystery Babylon. So this is a Babylon that John the Revelator was prophesying to come about in the future. Okay? So this was a Babylon that was going to rise up after the Roman Empire. Okay? And that great kingdom that rose up post-Roman Empire was America. Okay? So the Bible states that its judgment is going to come in an hour, meaning it's going to take a short space of time. It might not be exact 60 minutes on the dot, okay, but within an hour's time frame, okay, give or take, maybe a little longer, maybe a few minutes shorter, but it's going to be in that time frame, a very short time frame, okay, and that's grave judgment, because America is a big chunk of fucking land. So for the Lord to destroy this place in 1 damn hour, that's going to speak volumes about the judgment of Yahweh Bashim Al-Shah. Because you can't even get from one side of America to the other side in an hour. You could barely get to the other side of town within an hour, depending on what time it is. Trying to get from one side of Atlanta to the other side of Atlanta, shit, take you an hour and a half, 2 hours sometimes, depending on traffic. So let alone a whole country being destroyed within an hour, when you could barely get out of certain city limits within an hour. That's serious judgment. Okay? So the Lord is going to put the spirit on those Russians to handle their business. All right? Let's get back into the scriptures. All right? This is 2nd Ezra 16:4. A fire is sent among you, and who may quench it? Plagues are sent unto you, and what is he that may drive them away? May any man drive away a hungry lion in the wood? Or may anyone quench the fire in stubble when it hath begun to burn? May one turn again the arrow that is shot of a strong archer? Okay, the mighty Lord sendeth the plagues, and who is he that can drive them away? Okay, so who's going to drive these plagues away when Yahweh Bashim Al-Shai starts to amplify and intensify the judgment in the world? When those nuclear missiles are shot from that mighty archer, Okay? Vladimir Putin and the Russian regime. Who's going to turn that fire back? Who's going to get a fire hose and spray those missiles out the sky? Okay? It says, may one turn again the arrow that is shot of a strong archer. The mighty Lord sendeth the plagues, and who is he that can drive them away? A fire shall go forth from his wrath, and who is he that may quench it? Nobody. That's a rhetorical question. That question doesn't even deserve or require an answer. Because the answer is nobody. Nobody's going to be able to turn back those missiles once they're shot. Okay? Verse 10, he shall cast lightnings, and who shall not fear? He shall thunder, and who shall not be afraid? The Lord shall threaten, and who shall not be utterly beaten to powder at his presence? The earth quaketh, and the foundations thereof. The sea ariseth up with waves from the deep. Yeah, because when the missiles hit on those shore cities, beach cities, and coastal cities, excuse me, okay, those cities like that, it says it's gonna cause the waves to arise out the ocean. It says, and the waves of it are troubled, and the fishes thereof also, before the Lord and before the glory of his power. For strong is his right hand that bendeth the bow. Okay, that's a strong archer. And who is that strong archer? It's Russia. Okay. It says, and his arrows that he shooteth are sharp. That links up with Ezekiel, the 21st chapter, where it says, a sword is furbished and sharpened and given into the hand of the slayer. Now, who is that talking about? Okay. It's talking about the Edomites, man. The Russians. That's the slayer. That's who's going to come and slay the dragon, written of in the book of Revelation, the 13th chapter. Okay. Gog and Magog, pursuant to Ezekiel, the 38th chapter. Okay. It says, for strong is his right hand that bendeth the bow. His arrows that he shooteth are sharp and shall not miss when they shall begin to be shot into the ends of the world. And that's the point. So these are not talking about literal bow and arrows. These are not talking about, having a quiver and arrows and putting the arrow in the bow and drawing back and striking. The modern day bow and arrow is the nuclear missile and the silo to launch it. Okay, it has propellers on the back of the nuclear missile that propels it out of the silo, and those rockets, put it in pretty much hypersonic mode, meaning faster than the speed of sound. All right, they traveling faster than the speed of sound. They break the sound barrier. They can travel from one continent to another within 15 to 20 minutes. That's how fast they're going to move. And they're packed with very dangerous chemicals and elements. So once that atom is split, in those nuclear warheads, it's going to cause a level of devastation that's never been seen before. So they're going to be shot from one end of the world to the other. And who has that capability to do that? Russia, China, okay, Iran, and its other bands and counterparts. Okay, so it's going to get very interesting here real soon. But like the context of the lesson is it's going to be a quick and effective strike, man. Get one more scripture before we close this thing out. Romans 9:28. It says, for he will finish the work and cut it short in righteousness, because a short work will the Lord make upon the earth. So the Lord is going to make this thing quick and effective, and it's going to be devastating, and it's going to leave America desolate. So that statement that lady made was spot on, man. So Lord willing, that was an edifying lesson. I want to give all praise to Yahweh Bashim Shai, Bashim Kakodash. Double honors once again to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Honors and respect to the elect. Shalom.